What is up, run fans? Welcome back to Light It Up with me, Sam. Now, I want to do a really quick initial impressions video all about the Adidas Adios Pro 4. I've only done one run in them where I did a 5K faster effort with 6K of easier paces, and so this is not a full review, but it's my initial impressions because I've got some quite strong opinions already about how they compare to my last favourite pair of shoes and my last marathon shoes, the Asics Metaspeed Sky Paris. Now, I'm not going to go into all the specs and details of the shoe because that information is out there on the internet, and also there are videos done by creators that are way better than me at that stuff. I'm just going to talk about how they made me feel and how they wear on the feet. First of all, one of the main things to talk about is the sizing of the Pro 4. Now, I think I found a bit of a hack. I did a little bit of research into sizing and European sizing compared to US, compared to UK. So I'm an 8.5 UK in the Asics Metaspeed Sky Paris, and that is a 9.5 in US sizes and a 43 in EU sizes. However, the Pro 4, I'm a 9 UK, which is a 43.3 EU, but is a 9.5 US. So as far as US sizes are concerned, these are the same shoe. As far as UK is concerned, this is half a size up. And as far as the EU is concerned, they're 0.3 bigger. So I went by the EU size because I thought, well, they're made in Europe, and that's how I'm going to compare these two different shoes. Especially for these ones, the European sizing is going to be more accurate than the UK sizing. And I read a very nerdy article all about the lasts of shoes and how they make the European sizes and then make the UK sizes fit to those sizes and all that stuff. It got very boring. I was out shopping outside a dressing room waiting for my wife, and so I thought I'd kill some time by doing some light reading. But it led me to believe that the 9, the half size up in this, actually equates to the right sizing that I have for my Asics, and also that matches up to Nike as well. So my recommendation is half a size up. I've got about thumbs width on the end of these, so perfect for half marathon and for marathon racing when your feet swell up slightly. These are going to be an absolute bang on fit for that, but they also fit me absolutely fine for the 5K I did the other day. Right, the feel. My initial impression of the feel is this: if this had an Asics logo on it and was set out by marketing to be the marathon version of the half marathon version, which is this, I would completely believe it. They feel like the same shoe, except this one's designed for the 42.2 kilometers or 26.2 miles difference. Now, I ran a marathon in these and they were absolutely fantastic, but I think the wheels came off slightly towards the end because my legs were just battered. There wasn't enough soft cushioning for the speeds I wanted to do, and my legs slightly gave up the ghost, not completely. I had to slow down slightly, still made it across in 3:17, but the 3:15 was what I was on for until the last sort of 7 or 8K where I had to slow it down ever so slightly and lost those 2 minutes. I think these are the perfect antidote to leg fatigue. They are that much softer, but they feel so light. Like these, you forget they're on your foot. They're so fantastically, effortlessly light, and they feel really wide. Compared to these, they're a lot wider, so you feel that part on the stability when you're going around corners. The grip is fantastic. The grip is absolutely fantastic in these as well. But that extra width and stability, I think, again, for a marathon shoe, that's the difference between these. So this was a brilliant marathon shoe. I absolutely loved it. But I think for a lot of people, including myself, this is going to set you off even better, particularly in that last quarter of the race. That last sort of 10K, you're really going to notice the difference between these and these. These feel, the propulsion wise, they feel like an Alpha Fly. So they've got the lightness and they disappear like the Asics, but they've got that pop and that bounce that I absolutely adore in the Alpha Fly 1. But it comes from a different place. Like the Alpha Fly is that very sort of mechanical feel that the shoe is doing work for you and it's pushing you off. And I really like that, and you can feel it digging into your instep ever so slightly or massively for some people, and you feel like you're wearing the shoe, whereas the shoe disappears in this, but you get that same poppy feeling. And I did a 1945 yesterday, 5K, and it was the easiest sub 20 I've ever done. I felt like I could have run it, run a half marathon at that sort of pace. It felt absolutely lovely. It was brilliant. And I've only just started running sub 25Ks consistently now, and this was an absolute game changer for that. And it really made me believe for the first time, I've got 10K in a couple of weeks, that actually a sub 40 is on the cards. Before I was like, oh, it's going to be really hard work, but I actually am now confident that I can do a sub 40 and go even lower in these, and then with a bit more training, the half marathon at that sort of pace as well, and then hopefully eventually the marathon pace. But these have given me that belief for the first time. Even though I've been wearing these in my Alpha Flies, I hadn't quite believed in myself that I was able to hold that pace and I would have that extra oomph at the end. And for the first time, these have given me that belief. So more to come on that. We'll see, it's only early days, but I just wanted to share my initial impressions because I was quite wowed by these. And as I was running, I just forgot that I was wearing them, and I forgot that I was actually running 3:55 minute pace or 6:21-ish mile pace. And so that says it all, really. Normally I'm thinking about the pace and holding it and stuff like that, and I just wasn't. I was just cruising along, loving life. And yeah, I could happily have gone on for longer. So I can't say better than that, really. Durability wise, obviously, initial impressions, I've got no idea. I've done 11K in these. They look great so far. We shall see. These have done about 80K, and they're holding up really nicely as well. My Alpha Flies, I've got like 300 miles plus in those, and they're still going. So that is the benchmark for me. So as I get more into these, I'll do a 100-mile review as well as a proper review once I've got a decent amount of kilometers and miles in these as well. Hopefully it's obvious that I sort of bought these with my own money. Yeah, I don't get given anything, or I'm nowhere near big enough to be given shoes or have any sort of influence over those sorts of things. So it's purely just what I buy. My mate Dave gave me them for a bargain. So if this is sponsored by Dave, cheers mate. I wrote him a trading plan, and he bought these and then decided that he didn't want them. He wanted to go with another pair of these. And so instead of sending them back, he gave me a cheeky discount on these. So I guess that's kind of sponsorship in that way. But Dave hasn't asked me to review these in any sort of way. Yeah, absolutely love them. Let me know in the comments, if you've got a pair, what are you thinking? Can you compare them to these or anything else? I haven't got a pair of Alpha Fly 3s because sadly I can't drop 280 quid just for a YouTube video just yet. I would be severely murdered by my wife for doing that, which is fair enough. You can't just randomly spend £280 on shoes to make a video. But hopefully one day I might be in the position where I can review those as well. So yeah, let me know how they compare to the Alpha Fly 3. I've heard that, again, it's a bit like you've got a mechanical sort of feel compared to a more natural feel. Because of the lightning rods not being a plate, they sort of move individually for your feet and your metatarsals and stuff like that, which I think that's definitely part of the, the disappearing act that they managed to do. So yeah, let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, it would mean a massive amount. I've got POV videos, I've got advice videos, I've got a weekly training vlog that I do because I'm building towards Manchester Marathon this year, plus Copenhagen Marathon, Snowdon Trail Marathon, and a whole range of other silly and stupid challenges that I want to do to hopefully entertain people and also entertain myself. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Yeah!